The internet censorship era. People, what up? What's good, man? It's your boy TwoCentz. As y'all can see, man, we got an interesting topic from Tommy G. If y'all didn't know, man, we actually did a little bit of research. Hold on, y'all. Check this out, man. Starting August 13th, YouTube will use AI to estimate users' ages in the US. Those flagged as minors must verify their age to view restricted content. The UK's Online Safety Act prompts platforms like Spotify and social media sites to implement ID verification for users to access certain content or features. So there's now like ID verification on YouTube today, bro. You know, they cracking down on you know what I'm saying, who's on the platforms, and I'm kind of at a crossroads as far as like how I feel about it. We gonna get started, y'all. We gotta yap a little bit, all right? But yeah, man, because honestly, on one hand, bro, I feel like it's very bad, especially nowadays, for kids to be, you know, online, on social media, on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you look at statistics on like how many kids are cheating in school now because of like Chat GPT. You know what I'm saying? You look at how the attention spans have gotten messed up due to YouTube, TikTok, and all this, right? So on one hand, I kind of agree with the censorship, but you know, it's a lot deeper than that. But anyways, man, let's get started with this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Let us get it, man.
Imagine this, a place where you can log on to anywhere in the world and meet anyone at any time. You're all free to discuss your own opinions, whether they be good or bad. And you can also get your freak on while you're at it. This magical place is known as the internet, has been used by the world population for decades. Well, was being used. You can rip that all up because that era of the internet is officially dead. ID verification. Social media posts taken down for no reason. Taking pictures of you randomly while your camera's on. Nah, I just added that last part, but let's be real. We all have definitely had an FBI agent goon to us through the camera screen while we've been naked, and what are we gonna do?
And here's the thing, you guys, you know, obviously you're gonna break it down, you're gonna get into it. Do we really care about giving YouTube your ID? My thing is, everybody already has your information. How do you get these spam calls on a daily basis? How are you getting these spam emails? You know what I'm saying? How is there identity theft? All of these, you know, Snapchat, YouTube, Instagram, you always get the yearly check because, you know what I'm saying, your identity got leaked or something, or something got hacked. So my thing is like, do we really care about the anonymity, the privacy, or are we just pretending to? You know, that's just one thing, right?
Stop paying taxes? I stopped paying years ago and it did nothing. Recently, a lot of people have been getting worried about the state of the internet and are wondering how long it will actually be in the form we have now. This all stems from one country deciding nationwide to completely change its laws on the internet.
Australia?
The United Kingdom.
UK?
Man, y'all always gotta ruin everything. First it was food, then it was rap, and now the internet, because every country's gonna be watching the UK to see how it goes and writing down notes. Trying to implement their own type of system to spy on their citizens. I'm just playing, by the way.
I'm gonna be honest, y'all got a lot crazy going in the beans for breakfast. Y'all wildin'.
Wait, for any of my UK viewers watching now, y'all are valid in my eyes.
Y'all ain't valid
on this one to us though. USA for the win. On July 25th this year, the UK passed one of its biggest internet safety act bills ever. The main reasons for them passing it was to block any adult content, violent content, graphic videos, and political videos they say are quote-unquote harmful to the youth. Now, as of what is deemed harmful, it's not like the UK citizens are determining that together in a national poll. That's what the government says is harmful. And now in the UK, on basically every platform you go on, you're required to show your ID or have your face scanned for it to determine if you're old enough to be on it, including places, and I'm not joking, Spotify. If I buy a subscription for a website and then after they say I gotta verify my ID, I'm running up to their headquarters and demanding the CEO give me a refund right there. This means officially in the UK, you can register for the army at 16, have consensual sex at 16. Some freak ass probably gonna fly over there from the States after hearing about that. Bet they didn't even know. But the one thing you can't do is listen to music. And of course, the government's defense for this and what people are gonna be saying that agree with it is, well, it does help protect kids, so why not? Maybe that would be true if they just block like corn and gooner websites.
Right.
But the problem with this and what most people agree on is that the government shouldn't be doing the parenting for you. In this day and age, our devices
and the thing is, like, you know, it also depends on who's in power and who you agree with, because you know what I'm saying, if their views mirror yours, you might agree with their decisions to censor this and that. But if they're on the other side of the political spectrum, then, I mean, because obviously, right, everybody is biased. They're on the other side. You don't like them. It's and this is like unprecedented, y'all. Like, the internet has not existed for most of humanity. What has only been like almost 30 years or a little bit more or something like that. It's we really don't even know the right way to go about internet and censorship and all this stuff, man. So I mean, it's a really interesting conversation. I mean, it's easy to quickly get mad. Oh, I gotta put my ID in Spotify, I gotta put my ID on YouTube, right? But at the same time, man, like, one, do you really care? And two, like, is it really a good idea or a bad idea, man?
Social media platforms are built more than ever to have protections for kids. Every social media platform has some type of parental control so that parents can control what their kids are watching. I remember when I was younger too, TVs had built-in parental controls as well. It's not like it's 2005 and you log on the internet and it's completely and utter Russian roulette of what you're gonna see. That's only if you go on places like Twitter, which no child should be on anyways, or any human being for a long time to keep their sanity. You also have platforms that have created their own kid versions of apps like YouTube Kids. I know even that can have questionable things on it, but it's definitely like 10 times safer for a kid than typical YouTube. If a parent doesn't monitor what their kids do on the surface web, then it's the parent's fault. I think a good equivalence is like a parent who doesn't pay attention to
But even as a parent, bro, and I agree with what he's saying, but even as a parent, man, you can get around. You can get it on a VPN, bro, even if they got like an internet protection type thing. Like, as a kid, if you want to do the wrong thing, you can, and you probably will do the wrong thing. We've all been kids. You know how to sneak around. You know how to lie. You know what I'm saying? So it's really, even with this censorship stuff too, man, like, people still gonna find a way to finesse it and get around stuff. So like, yeah, man, it's just like, it's a really hard situation to like say what the right thing to do is, because there's so many different angles to look at it, bro.
And they end up burning themselves on the stove. Then
like, do we just get rid of the computer? Do we just not give you a phone until you this age? But if we don't get you a phone, then we can't call you. Or you can't call us if you got emergency. You can't. It's so much stuff, bro. This online stuff, man.
Parent tries to sue the stove company because they didn't make it kid friendly enough. And the quick solution of something like this, most people think, is just getting a VPN and boom, you won't have to worry about the law anyways. In America, there's a ton of states that have corn banned, and I didn't realize that until I moved to Texas. I mean, I never checked. What? Why would I ever go on one of those Gooner websites? Like, the assumptions everyone's making right now towards me is crazy. But yeah, most people just get around it by using a VPN, so it doesn't matter. It's funny because the same day they enacted the law in the UK, VPN app downloads immediately shot up to #1 in every app store. And because they found out in the UK government that everyone's not dumb and is gonna get around it using a VPN, they're now planning to restrict that as well. So the only way you'll be able to access all your favorite sites on the internet in the UK soon will be by giving your ID. And you can also bet if the government fails to keep everyone's identification safe and cyber hackers manage to get it, which of course they're cyber hackers, so they always end up getting it. Even the US government gets hacked constantly by hackers. Then they're not gonna give you shit if you're affected by it. Maybe they'll give you a $10 Nando's gift card for your worries. Imagine being a kid and coming back from a gruesome day at school. Mommy and daddy are having their casual 5 p.m. yelling match in the kitchen, and you just want to sit back, relax, and watch some funny TikToks.
YouTube,
only for you to be prompted to give your ID, or you can't use TikTok anymore. You go on Fortnite only to be then asked also for your ID because there may be some dangers. And once they start in one area, there's no going back. It's gonna end up on every single app, even if the apps are kid friendly. Because
and we kind of see it again. We see it as negative, bro. I'm 23. I grew up doing exactly what bro said. I come home, I watch, I'm saying, my Minecraft videos after school, or my Mario Kart playthroughs or whatever, right? But you go back to a kid 10 years older than me, right? Somebody 33, 43. They played with toys. They played outside. Our generation has a lot of social anxiety and all these issues, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, a lot of that definitely came from the internet. So if kids can't get on the internet and they're forced to go back outside and interact and kind of be kids the way older people were kids, that's probably actually a good thing. You know what I mean?
Someone is going to complain. One of the biggest UK creators on TikTok, Dylan Page, is even saying he's gonna leave over the changes. If you were on TikTok, you probably seen Dylan Page. He's one of the biggest news creators on the app, and he said the UK has already started restricting his posts on TikTok because of the new law. People thinking they're not gonna focus on political posts are already wrong, because apparently they've started restricting posts about Gaza and Ukraine. I don't know about y'all, but as a kid in school, they would show us documentaries about war and its damages in the world to teach us that war is cruel and it should never be the answer. It's not like this matters anyways, because kids are probably gonna see the footage on the news anyways. They're just trying to suppress it as much as possible and make it hard to find. Meanwhile, in another Western country, they're straight up banning social media for anyone
That's
under 16.
Australia.
Imagine being Australian and having
That's a good thing, you guys. I think that's actually a good thing, bro. And again, man, it's hypocritical for me to say, because I grew up with social media. Like I say on this channel every day, bro, everybody's a hypocrite, you know, to some extent, bro. But I actually think this is a good idea. Hold on, y'all. Let me check the camera. Am I recording? Ooh, we real ratchet with it, but we are recording, y'all. So let's continue. My fault. I'm sorry.
To fight all types of creatures in the wild. You're walking on the street and gotta go toe to toe with a kangaroo. But the one battle you lose to is the internet. In Australia, their internet safety act, called the Online Safety Amendment, passed in 2024. It banned anyone under 16 from being able to even have a social media account, including on YouTube. And the law got put in place for all social media apps in December except YouTube. Well, now they're reversing that and saying they're gonna ban YouTube too. Even though you still can technically use the platforms there, not having an account kind of makes it useless because your algorithm is tied to your account. And certain social media apps require you after a while to make an account. Their government also doesn't understand by doing this, it's probably going to make those kids worse, because now you're going to have a lot more of them outside, which yes, I do think kids need to go outside a lot more, but they're going to have to find other ways to have fun, which usually for people younger is going to be doing some dumb shit, being annoying in public or pulling pranks on random citizens in the streets. The reason why younger generations
I disagree with the disruptive examples that he gave, because again, bro, like there's so much to do, and again, if you're not incentivized to be like a Johnny Somali type dude and pull pranks because you can't record it and post it online, you're probably not gonna do that. I mean, sure, kids, you know what I'm saying, still sneak into stuff and do things that they shouldn't, but overall, man, I do think if a kid grows up not online, it's probably for the better, right?
All over the world have less crime rates more than ever is because the internet is the outlet for people's stress. Sometimes it might be raging on a game. Sometimes it might be having an argument in a comment section on TikTok over gay son or thought daughter. Without that outlet, I guarantee things are gonna change in the streets. And I've seen some older Gen Z and millennials saying this is a good thing and these kids do need to go outside. But you realize that's hypocritical because you grew up with the time where these restrictions didn't exist and you could use it.
Exactly.
And now you're saying people that are younger shouldn't get the same ability you were able to have.
Because it's changed, right? The internet has changed, bro. Like there wasn't TikTok growing up, and we also didn't have all these studies that showed us how much the internet has damaged us growing up. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's just my response. Obviously, we can't go back and forth because this is a reaction video, but you know.
I would definitely be annoyed as hell if I was under 16.
Right.
Most of you watching, including me, probably saw some fucked up things on the internet growing up and ended up perfectly fine. I know we focus a lot more on the extreme cases in the internet where someone goes insane and does something messed up in real life, but we don't focus on the help it gives people to escape their reality of life. Sure, some of y'all may have had a stressful day at school or work and now you're finally kicking back and relaxing watching this video.
Real.
Even not counting that, it doesn't only affect people under 16. Everyone has to pay the price for it. Just hope the government keeps your information safe and sound, I guess. I mean, it seems like the Australian government has its priorities set right.
To the Sigmas of Australia, I say that this goofy-air government have been capping, not just now, but for a long time. A few of you may remember when they said...
Man, what is this goofy clip, bro?
The land of the free isn't safe from it anymore. YouTube in a couple of days on August 13th is going to be rolling out their brand new AI age verification update in the US. It'll be similar to the UK's and scan your face to estimate your age. And their whole reason is basically the same thing the UK government is saying, to lock out certain people out of certain videos if they're not a certain age. The thing is though, YouTube already has an age restriction policy, and usually when it hits a YouTube video, no one sees it anyways. They dig it so far down the algorithm that it's hard to find. In fact, usually when a creator does get hit with the age restriction, they have to repost the video so it gets sent out in the algorithm again. But going back to what I was saying before, this is exactly what people are talking about when they say that UK law sets a bad precedent. Because now these platforms are going to be scared of any law that may be coming and add a measure just in case. People are also questioning how YouTube is gonna do it because they're basing it off your watch history and your account behavior. So is it like if you watch too many family-friendly YouTubers, they're gonna ask you? And wouldn't this not stop someone who watches a lot of older content creators even if they're younger than 18? Dude, I know when I was younger, I was watching all the edgy YouTubers and shit. But according to their rules, I guess, the person that's younger watching that older type of content would be less at a risk of getting ID'd compared to somebody that's older watching family-friendly content. In truth, I don't even think YouTube wants to add this update, but at the end of the day, if the government comes for them, they know they have to be prepared so nothing can happen.
And I do wonder, you guys, and obviously this doesn't affect that many people, but like as far as like monetization, this channel isn't monetized, but like, you know, if they're gonna, you know, put all these systems in place to basically get kids off the platform, can I cuss now? Can I say certain things in certain words and still keep my monetization or not? Right? Just a quick thought, but let's continue.
These Western nations can no longer flex that they're better than China and Russia because they don't have authoritarian control over their media. Soon enough, I don't think they'll be able to flex this anymore. The current UK government has no clue what they're doing because now they're gonna also lower the age of voting to 16. So they put in a law that universally affects people under the age of 18 and expect those people to vote them back in office? Who the f is running the UK government? Mr. Bean, like, are you that stupid? Literally any UK politician that runs on a platform of removing this is gonna 100% win the younger vote. There's also rumors too that when GTA 6 releases, they're gonna make it so in order to play online, you're gonna have to verify with your ID everywhere. All I'm gonna say is, for any of you young who don't care about politics and think it won't affect you, well, now it will, and you better start actually voting before it's too late. But Gen Z, everyone is such online activists and never go out to actually use their rights, which is just crazy to me. Anyways, that's gonna be all though. If I reached anyone in the UK or Australia, just hang in there, guys. It probably won't get better, but I'm with y'all. Follow me on Twitter.
Very interesting video, man. What y'all think about all this censorship? Again, like I said, it's good stuff, bad stuff about it. And also, everybody already has all your information anyway. You can find how much somebody makes a year. You can find out where they live. You can, you know, it's, I don't know, y'all, but that's gonna be it, man. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. As always, your boy TwoCentz. Say it with me, TCZ. We out.